employee and who is considered an employer?
No, anyone, so long as in the contract of service is very clearly stipulated that they receive salary, they receive wages in material, whether the position they call it director or manager or whatever, they are still employees. They are still employees. That is why sometimes you can see cases, MD, managing directors, executive directors landed in that court because they are still employees. Unless they say that I have the interest in this company, I am a director, but at the same time I'm also having a share in this company. That is different because that will be clearly drawn, a line drawn that you have a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
But so long as you are employed by the company or by the establishment, by the enterprise, you're still an employee.
So what are the courts or tribunals that are available for for the aggrieved parties to go into?
Yeah, one is that, of course, as I mentioned earlier, that if you file a case under the Employment Act of 1955, then you go to labor court. But if you file the case under Section 20, your case will be probably referred to, if you have got a strong case, if you've got a case that whereby this is a clear-cut victimization or the employer unfairly treated you, then the matter will go to industrial court. These are the two cases, two courts. Of course, if you have money, then you go up to High Court and all that for various other way in terms of to seek
so procedurally, what should a person do? How should the application be made?
First of you have to file a case first. If you say that A been terminated by B employer, A feel that this is unfair dismissal. So he filed a case within 60 days. He filed a case at the Industrial Relations Office under Section 20. Then what will happen then? Parties will be summoned by the conciliator, and there will be a conciliation proceeding. After which, if there is no settlement, then the conciliator will write report and report the matter to the headquarters of the Industrial Relations Office, which is in Putrajaya, which then will refer this matter. Director General then will refer this matter to the Minister, and the Minister then will refer this matter to court for adjudication.
On the other hand, a person should also go to the Labour's office?
Yeah, that will, of course, he'll file under Section 69, but then it's not for, it is for the wages, or rather, it is or breach of contract and all that, where the officer will seek and hear the case of both parties, the employer and the aggrieved employees or terminated employee or dismissed employee or whoever for breach of contract to him, Then he will then make a decision there and there. And his decision, of course, bound on the parties. But if people are not happy, then probably they will go up through other means or other ways as per the law.
Because it's a contractual issue, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so what are the remedies that are available to an employee against an employer, let's say, the damages or compensation?
Meaning?
Like if the employee actually get through the proceedings and rule against the employer, so what can the employee actually seek?
Yeah, first of course, under Section 20, you are seeking reinstatement.
Okay.
That is the very basic thing. We don't, under that particular section, doesn't say about the compensation, talking about the reinstatement, because you said the wrongful dismissal, termination of contract, which you feel that is unfairly. So therefore, you said, I want back my job.
Okay.
I want to be reinstated without loss of anything, including seniority, wages, allowances, or whatever. So, during the conciliation proceeding, perhaps maybe some proposal be made by the employer to the employee. I do not want to employ you, but I'm offering this. It is up to the employee to make a choice. He will say, okay, I don't want to pursue this matter, I want to resolve it, and I agree with the proposal. Or perhaps I want to make a counter proposal, or depending on what is the suitable way of settlement.
So that is all we have for first video.